everybody, it's Mrs. Moggs here. That surprised you, hasn't it? Well, I'd just like to say that the traffic is absolutely manic where we live. Everybody's out to go and get the Christmas shopping and all the Christmas goodies and everything for the big day, even though we're, 3 days left. Glad that we got up early this morning and got our shopping, because when we came out there were cars going round and round the car park, and that were at 10:30 this morning. So I don't know whether you can quite see, but we're sat in a traffic jam now, just trying to get some friends of ours, and we've more or less just left home, got onto the main road and straight into a traffic jam. So I do hope that all is going well for everybody on the channel. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing and everything, and I hope that you all have a lovely Christmas and a happy new year. And I also hope that you all stay safe, no arguing, no fighting over turkey legs and who's going to get bits of turkey and everything else, and hope you've no kids that are screaming because they didn't get the presents that they want. But I hope it all goes well for you, and for now I'm going to say bye for now, but Derek will be in charge in a bit. So, oh, can you see this queue down here? There's a fella walking in the rain, but that's the queue that we're sat in. But just down here there is an estate with Argos and McDonald's and everything else on it, so hopefully some of them will turn off and try and park in there. Anyway, for me, bye for now.
Oh, hello everybody. Very well, good to see you again. You can relax now, stand down, and Mrs. Moggs has had a G'ing up speech. Right, this is the Welcome to the State of the Fleet address on the 22nd of December 2023. There's no sign of any traffic, so it shouldn't be too long. Right, let's start with the two Astras, the 95 diesel and Ebu, still in the garage, untouched. I'm afraid it's still going to be ongoing Discovery 2 there, just gone past, ongoing projects. I've done a separate video on Kipper, which I will insert now. And as for Kipper, there's just a couple of points. Remember we changed the heater resistor in the heater box. I ran the car for about an hour to let it warm up with the heat setting on 2, and I was met with a burning smell when I got back in the car. Now whether it's just normal because it's the first time it's been used and it's burning off any residue or fingerprints or anything incriminating, I don't know. Perhaps that's just the price of paying for getting a cheap one instead of a proper Ford one. Anyway, it's not caught fire, so result. The other thing is tyres. Now if you remember, it came with 3 good tyres and 1 bald one, which I replaced with like for like. What I did, I got the Conforces, .195 6015s, and it's a CF600. I've got a report, they're chuffing rubbish. The same on the back. Enforcer I5 and the CF600s. I like them all matching, so I got the same. Notice it's a little bit skippy. It's tolerable in the dry. As soon as it gets wet, skating time. Now I recommend them if you fancy practicing your drifting and your understeer skills. See, that's what we're going to do. These are the tyres for you. If you just want to drive from A to B and not be pigs in twigs or wrapped around a tree, then you need to get some decent tyres, but these are rubbish in the wet. Absolute bumming pants. But what's annoying, there's loads of good tread, but they just don't grip at all. They're really skippy. So, apart from that, Kipper is fine. Okay, next one. Cheap Heap. Got him nicely washed, got his new cover on. From Car Passion or somebody. I took a photo of it. And it lasted for 2 weeks. I put a tyre on the roof and an old tyre on the bonnet just to keep it tied down, and it lasted quite well until not last night but night before. Storm Pier saw it off. Fortunately, because the 2 tyres were on the roof and they got wrapped up in it, they saved it, so it was all piled up on the drive. Otherwise it'd have been over Cambodia by now. So the tyres on the roof worked quite well. Not in the way I intended, but it worked quite well. So that's Cheap Heap. He's still requiring brake pipes and an MOT. It's going to be next year now because we can't afford it. And there's too much to do. It's so busy at the moment. That's why I'm doing this address in the car on the way to a friend's. We're in Jugs. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I managed to wash the floor, the carpets, and I've washed the oven. Done the oven. That oven is good. Yeah. Apart from the stain on the floor, but never mind. We won't go into that. Right. Next one.
That were all while I were at work. That's why I weren't doing any of it.
Oh, she never does.
I'm always at work.
That's no excuse. Good heavens. I'm always
sorry.
at work. I mean, who says that?
Sorry, me, because I'm always at work.
Alright. Yeah, so we've had Kipper, we've had Cheap Heap. So he was covered up. He's now out in the wet again. You'll have to wait while it gets dry until I can put the cover back on. And it's a proper, I might film it because it's a proper hoot. It really, if you try and do it by yourself, it's worse than changing eiderdown covers. Yes, that bad. It is.
Nothing can be worse than that.
Yes, it is. You have no idea.
Right, I'll let you do ours next time then.
This particular cover, easy. Absolutely easy. You try, yeah, I'll leave you to put the cover on the car.
And I'll leave you to put the duvet cover on.
Easy,
then.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Not a problem with that. Yeah, we will film this if it happens.
Oh yeah.
Okay, my train of thought has left the station.
The life of the mugs.
Next stop, Oblivion. Yes, so the cover. So you'll have to let it dry before I can cover it up again. It was about 32 quid from eBay. Apart from that, it did well. It's one of those that wraps over and it's shaped to the car. It was actually shaped for a Fusion. So it was good, apart from it could do with being about a foot longer at the back end because it doesn't quite fold under. You fold it under, wrap it round, and there's a drawstring which ties it under the bumpers, which is perfect. It worked. It's a snug fit. It's good. It just needs to be a tiny bit longer at the back, which is why it's flipped off. Anyway, I bought another one for Jugs.
Besides the ring.
So we'll come back to that. That's Cheap Heap. Old Stinky, the 56 Fusion. Yeah.
He's got a new name from me.
Yeah.
Rat Bag, because he's been an absolute pain in the backside.
Okay, I need to say more. That just about sums everything up. Old Rat Bag, aka Old Stinky. Sorry to say that smoke is again appearing from under the air filter box, which means the injector seals are leaking again. It can't be more than 4 months since I last did them. So I'm either really rubbish at this job or the seals were pants. It wasn't Stuart's seals, it was ones I got from eBay.
I came home from work, on the way home from work on Tuesday afternoon. The engine warning light came on again. This is why I'm now calling him Rat Bag.
That's the next thing.
because I was, what's going on? Luckily this time I did manage to get home, but when I told Derek I wasn't happy about it.
Well, she was quite forceful. She was definitely told me she wasn't happy about it.
I weren't happy about him.
I wasn't overly impressed myself. That's when I found the smoke under the air.
And then Wednesday morning, because I weren't going far on Wednesday, I set off to work, put the ignition on. Everything went fine. I had 4 stops to make. On all 4 stops, when I turned the ignition again, no light came on.
So I don't know. I suspected the EGR valve again, but when you turn the engine off, it does its ticky as normal. So I have no idea what it could be. Anyway, it's gone off now, so we're okay. Hey. So apart from the injectors seals again, I'm going to wait for proper weather, but it's a bit wet and windy at the moment. Right, so that's Ebu, the 95 Astra, Kipper, Cheapy, Austin, and of course the pride of the fleet, vehicle par excellence, Jugs.
Our best friend Jugs.
Right, well, he's okay. There's still the odd occasion when it seems to take a while to change up, as if it's short of power. Yeah, that's how best to describe it. Pulling out of junctions is fine. There's none of that slowing down business. It's good to go. We've not got a problem there, which is good. But it just takes a while to change up. Sometimes, other times it's okay. So we changed the map sensor and the MAF, and it's tolerable. So we're okay with that. He's got his snow tyres on, the General Grabber 2s. He's got 3 good ones and one that's not quite as good as the rest. I'm looking for another one, but in 16s and 18s, well, in 16s in this case, they're quite rare, unfortunately, unless they're extremely silly money, and we're not paying silly money. Right, so he's on his snow tyres. Yeah. And we're just coming through Shipley, which is best done with the windows up and the doors locked.
No, it's not all that bad. Apologise for anybody that might watch that lives in Shipley, because it's not all that bad. You have a friend that lives here.
Yes, we have. Well, that's true, yeah. Yeah, but she's in the posh end. Right, yeah, that's the state of the fleet at the moment. If you want to look at the temperature gauge, I'm going for it because I'm not too close to stop now. Track behind me to stop. As I said, that's my new temperature gauge. That's about normal. In summer it was up towards the other side of that little mark, up towards the 100. But apart from that, it's been fine. Mind you, we've got no, I don't know what it should be, because that's just the top hose. Sorry, I'm busy.
And I apologise for the wonky camera work, but I was sat sideways and roads aren't all that brilliant, so...
Right, well, at least they're underneath us.
Okay.
Which is always a bonus. Right. Yeah, that's the state of the fleet. Everything's good. Apart from something's bad. And I've got a cover for Jugs, a car cover. It's allegedly big enough. It was £72, so I don't know if it is. Oh yes, nearly forgot. When the warning light came on old Stinky, I thought I'll search for a cheap code reader. It's a blooming minefield. It's an absolute minefield. In particular, I wanted one that wasn't made in China. Right.
Failed miserably.
Completely miserably. We know I need an Anacom, but they're 400 and they're only particular to this model. I really need something to cover the other cars as well. Something durable, so I didn't want to spend a lot, but you can't afford a Nanocom yet, but I don't think a Nanocom covers anything else apart from P38s and Disco 2s. I don't think they even do 1s. I think 1s might be OBD1. There's all sorts of cheap little ones, can't touch them. The best one I came across so far was a Bosch OBD 1300. Now that's made in America, which is good because it's made in America, but it's made for the American market. Does it work? Does it fit European stuff? So if you have a Bosch OBD 1300, does it work with European in England or British Isles? Then does it work with the European cars, i.e. English cars? Because I don't know, and I couldn't find anybody that kind of had one. So that's the Bosch 1300. What was the other one? Is it Hotel? There's some really good ones out there, but the one's really expensive, and they're not cheap. But cheapest, you're looking at 100 quid. I think that was the Bosch, the 117. The top dons on Ansell's, I think it's Ansell, or is it Hotel? Mostly Chinese. So we're off. So that was a fail. I did check the fluid level in the gearbox and it's fine, so the changing up problem, I don't believe it is a gearbox. I think it's the power from the engine which is fluctuating. Occasionally it's sometimes okay. Well, we're using it today and tomorrow and probably over Christmas. I don't think we'll have any more snow, just wind and rain, as usual. That's I've a chance to do now. And the weather's been a major factor in that. Right. Okay then. I think we'll sign off. You can join us for a bit more of the drive if you like. It's entirely up to you, but unless I've forgotten something, you have my recommendations for best drift tyre of the year. It goes to the Conforcer CF600. If you want to be a twigs in blankets, then put these tyres on and it'll soon happen. If you want to know what twigs in blankets is, well, you know pigs in blankets.
I'm going to say, I take it that's different to pigs in blankets.
Yeah, you get a sausage wrapped by bacon. Well, twigs in blankets is a tree wrapped around with people. Oh. Because they've got Conforcers on the cars and they've lost it on a bend. So don't be a twig in a blanket.
I prefer a pig in a blanket.
Having said that, I've got 4 of them on blooming GP. Kipper. Can't know much about it. The tread's really good. I think the problem is they're just too hard. It's too hard to compound. They just don't stick. Warm weather, warm dry weather, tolerable. Cold wet weather, rubbish.
They like to skip over puddles.
They skip over everything. They skip over blooming road. Nearly lost it on a bend. Just you don't even have to go fast. So that's my recommendation. Best drift tyre of 2023 is the Conforcer. I think it's Chinese, of course. They gave us COVID and now they're trying to finish us off with
dodgy tyres.
We haven't got a chance really, have we? Right, so I'm going to finish wrapping for a minute and then we're going to crack on with some driving. And thank you for your attention, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And just for now, I hope I haven't made anybody nauseous with my terrible filming. It's all over the place, but it's very difficult to hold the camera, sit sideways and look at Derek.
That's true.
So I hope you're all still feeling okay. Right, I'm going to say bye for now. I'll see you later. Bye.
Try. Not too far to go now. I'll tell you what, these drafty old cars are these jugs. When you get up to 55, yeah, traffic's improved no end, and the road's still underneath us, so job's a good one. Thank you very much for watching. Yep, State of the Fleet, December 2023. See what it's like next year.